Okay, we are live with Green Bay in Arizona. We have a semifinal in SFAL today. Green Bay, Arizona. Green Bay, it looks like it started out with possession first. And they have a 2nd and 6 at their own 37. We will. Okay. So that 2nd and 6 is turned into a 1st and 10 as Nick Chubb catches a flat pass from Jimmy G to make it 1st and 10 up at the 48-yard line of Arizona. Flat pass right, Devontae Adams. He's not double teamed. 7 yards, nicely done. On the very receiving cards here of Green Bay. Green Bay, a loaded offense with Samuel, Devontae Adams, Travis Kelce, Nick Chubb. Quarterback, not on the highest end, but can get it done. He's obviously surrounded by all that talent. 2nd and 3. Also one of the better offensive lines in the set. One of the first ones chosen as well. Arizona comes into the game, number 1 seed in SFAL. Take a quick look at that. There you go, 14-2 record in the regular season. Green Bay and Arizona did play each other. We understand. There's a win for Arizona, 40-14. The 3rd and 3, taking some time. Hopefully we're not stuck with a technical issue already. But we might be. After an incompletion to Adams on 2nd down. Oh, here we go. Long pass Debo. Nobody back there. Guessed wrong. Opportunity for Green Bay to strike. Can they do it? They can. 26 yards. Debo Samuel down to the Arizona 15-yard line. Green Bay on those 3rd and 1s. They do not like to run very much. 24th in the league in running in that time. And there you go. Looking past Kelce. Wrong. One man there. Another opportunity. Another 12 yards. That's down to the 3-yard line. Green Bay on the move here. Poised to take a 7-0 lead. If they can get into the end zone here, they'll have a few shots. 1st and goal, 8th in the league in running. 17th in passing. In terms of frequency of play calls. Let's see if they stick to tendency or switch it up. It's Stevenson and Chubb next to Tremble. They stick to tendency, and it's guessed wrong. Here comes Chubb, and he can knock it in. Hassan Reddick on the 5 white die. He's met by the 5 Reddick, and a big opportunity there. Guessed wrong for Green Bay is foiled by Hassan Reddick. 2nd and goal from the 3. Blitzing 4-3 for Arizona. Arizona D was 6th in the league with 94 sack contests on defense. To do that, you got to bring the blitz a little bit, and you also have to be playing from ahead with a lot of passing, so that could lead to it. Short pass, Tremble. We've got a blitz chance here. 3 men in zone. Almost intercepted. 3rd and goal from the 3. It was Hassan Reddick on a 45% chance with a 51 on the white die. He just missed getting the pass rush matchup chart in, as Butch's formation came in faster than our hands could get the chart up. So a big 3rd and goal from the 3. Green Bay team finished 4th in rushing touchdowns in the league, 12th in passing touchdowns. Oh, strike that, 19th in passing touchdowns. Here's an end run to Chubb. He's keyed correctly. It goes to Chubb's card, and somehow he ends up with no gain. Look at those nice, beautiful key yards out there. And it's a 4th and 3, and Arizona holds Green Bay on a 1st and goal from the 3. We thought it was going to be a 7-0 lead. It's not. Zerline kicks the field goal. It's 3-0 Green Bay. 7:30 left, first quarter. Here comes Arizona after the touchback. Arizona offense, balanced. 13th in the league in rushing attempts, 17th in passing attempts. So they mix it up, which is a key to winning in strat. End run, McCaffrey, he's going to get 18 on first down up to the 43-yard line. McCaffrey finished 7th in the league in end run attempts. You saw one there. He also finished 15th in linebacker attempts. Jordan Howard, he's 11th in off-tackle attempts. So between the three of them, or among the three of them, I should say, they split those up nicely. Long pass, Everett. Nobody back there. Incomplete. Opportunity on Cousins' card falls short. 2nd and 10. Indeed, this team, in terms of running selection, right in the middle of the pack. Not in the top 5 anywhere, not in the bottom 5 anywhere. Linebucks, off tackle, and run selections well distributed on a relative basis versus that of the rest of the league. Everybody sort of has majority off tackle. That's just the way it is. That's why their rankings matter so much. The fact that he goes 55% off tackle is not that big of a tell. You might think it is among the 3 rushes, but it's not. It's good enough only for 12th in the league. Short pass, Keenan Allen. He's double teamed. He has double team receptions. Can he find it here? Flushed. Cousins, looking for yards. Going to lose 2. Had a good opportunity there with Christian McCaffrey, but could not get the yak roll. 3rd and 12. McCaffrey to be yak. 3rd and 12 situations, Arizona this year. Coming into the game, 23rd in the league in this spot. And converting 3rd and 12s. Which is defense 7th best. So what's he been doing in these 3rd and 12s? He's been flat passing a lot and long passing a lot. 6th in flat pass, 5th in long pass, 6th in flat pass. There's a flat pass. Deontay Harris, he's double teamed, and it will not be a conversion. 4th and 12. It's a fumble. It's recovered by the offensive team. So Green Bay takes over after letting the ball go. We're out of sync. Jalen Ramsey picks it up at the 6-yard line. Long field for Green Bay here on the second possession. Green Bay does a great job of taking advantage of their weapons. Blocking back versus a blitzing 4-3. Green Bay loves small ball. Number 1 small ball in the league on first down. That means running, flat, looking, passing. And goes deep. Crosses this up, and it's incomplete. And loses his center. So that's an interesting turn of events. 4-3 defense for Arizona. This may convince him to go a little more 3-3-5. And get this center activated. You could also bring Hassan Reddick, of course, a little more often if you brought him in. And you get that center up against the high linebacker. Who is the replacement center? That's an important question, isn't it? It is a 3-pass block, Tecklenburg. So not bad, not good. Could be worse. Zeros are real liabilities. He's not a 0. So Green Bay has a look-in pass here to Debo. It's guessed right, man in zone, looking for Yak, gets it. Debo Samuel, part of this great-looking Yak crew here. It's Devontae Adams, B, Yak. I believe you got Debo, who's an A Yak. Yep. Chubb is also very highly rated at a B, and Tremble sits at a D, so not so good. Kelsey, a B, I believe. Yeah. Flat pass, Kelsey. It's guessed wrong. Opportunity here, once again, for Cousins. Short gain, 18 yards. So Green Bay offense really doing just a good job of outguessing the defensive calls. Green Bay finished ninth in the league with best guessed wrong percentage at 44%. Guessed wrong on offense. Fourth best in run. Fourth best in pass guessed wrong at 29%. Flat pass, Kelsey. Incomplete on Kelsey's card, 2nd and 10. Nick Chubb in this 2nd and 10 spot. You see a lot of flat passing, a lot of long passing here, and he decides to go short, guessed wrong to Tremble. Incomplete. Arizona avoids what looked like a short first down. Instead, we have 3rd and 10 from their own 40-yard line is Green Bay. 3 wide here. Judy steps on the field. Judy not a very strong card, but he made a very big catch for Green Bay last week against San Francisco in their win there in the quarterfinal. It was on Jimmy G's card where they hit the long gain to Judy. No blitz coming from Arizona here, interestingly, up against that 0 center, but can still send people. But no safety blitz coming. Son Reddick in the game, left linebacker. It's a looking pass to Chubb. Nobody's home. Needs 10. Gets 13. First down. Vacated zone taken advantage of. On the 6 white die. Would have been that way pretty much anyway, unless there was a 6 out there. I don't think there is one. So 1st and 10. Big first down pickup for Green Bay. 2:42 left first quarter. Off tackle. Guessed wrong to Chubb. He's going to get 8 yards. 2nd and 2. And guess wrong against this offense, and you're in deep. Let's leave it at that. Green Bay comes into the game 2nd in the league in flat pass frequency and just loses a yard there on 2nd down, make it 3rd and 3. Which, with Jimmy G, it's not a bad setup by any stretch. He has a good flat pass card, just 2 negative ones. You don't get any boosts there, I guessed right. But otherwise a good card, and obviously very good yak guys for Green Bay. So that system can work for Green Bay, and it's been working to put them to this point. By far the most frequent play call, 46% of the time, flat and looking passes, 3rd and 3. Off tackle Chubb, man is there, guessed wrong. Goes to the defensive card. Bobby Wagner makes the play. It's 4th and 3. Green Bay has to make a decision. They don't even hesitate. It's Nick Chubb back on the field behind Tremble on this 4th and 3 from the Arizona 40. Not a big run spot here. Number 1 in the league in flat passing, however. But a limited amount of plays. Only 21 plays in the regular season from this down distance. But when he did, led the league in flat passing. See if he sticks with that tendency. He does, and nobody's home. Looking for a sack to bail him out. Arizona doesn't get it. 5 yards, first down for Green Bay, up to the 35-yard line. Blocking back formation. Chubb is behind Tremble. Flat pass. Devontae Adams. Guess right. 1 man there. Lots of opportunity here. Yeah, and there you go. Adams on his A-at gets him 11 yards in addition to the loss of 1 from Jimmy G's card. There's a 10-yard gain net up to the 25-yard line. We end the first quarter with Green Bay leading 3-0 over Arizona here in the semifinal of the inaugural SFAL playoffs. Flat pass. Chubb, one man there. Guessed right. And Nick Chubb on his relatively poor receiver card versus some of the other options out there. So not what you're looking for if you go to Chubb as receiver card. You're hoping for more of a yak. Turns out to be a 2nd and 10 here for the Packers. 25 long passes in play. This team does like the long pass. Finished 9th in the league in long passing, so not up at the top, but toward it. 7% of the time they went deep. End run, Chubb. Nobody home guessed wrong. Opportunity for Chubb just gets 5. 3rd and 5. Outside to contain is Green Bay. We saw Green Bay go for 4th down already today. They're 6th in the league in overall 4th down attempts during the year, despite their positive record. So we need to adjust for win-loss record. If you're winning games and you're going forward on 4th, you're not doing it just because you're behind. 3 wide with Chubb. Another flat pass spot. Typically, let's see him try to run here against this dime. Set up a good 4th down possibility. No, goes looking pass against a 6 is Adams. It's a 6 on the white die, and it holds him to a yard. 4th and 4. We have another field goal coming on for Green Bay. So a big decision getting the 6 into the middle. That saved the day. The kick is good. It's 6-0 Green Bay. 13-12 left, 2nd quarter. A fumble. Recovered by Green Bay. So Strat deprived us of the roll due to sinking issues, but a huge fumble. This is the 2nd fumble that I've seen on kickoff returns in the SFAL playoffs. The first one was Denver against my Atlanta Falcons to open the game, really set the tone for the game. And now a big one here. And against the 4, a looking pass, guessed right. Green Bay trying to cash in. Needs 19 yards. Going to lose 2 there, but because it's looking, it's going to be complete. 2nd and 10. Arizona, one of the best special teams units in the league. 6th in the league in kickoff returns. 4, 2nd against. So, and punt is 3rd in the league. 4, 5th in the league in coverage in terms of performance so far this year. And there you see it sort of going the wrong way for Arizona. 2nd and 10. Trying to push this to a 3rd and long. It's an off tackle to Stevenson. It's guessed wrong, and he gets the dreaded 5. 3rd and long now for this Green Bay squad. This is a spot where you just don't see much short passing from Green Bay on a relative basis. And 95 attempts. They were 20th in the league in short passing. At least the 95 attempts I was tracking. Might be a little outdated. 3rd and 10. Through wide, waiting for the defensive call from Arizona. Thinking, hopefully. Goes to straight up 3-3-5. All this flat passing. Green Bay has a good offensive line, but they 6th fewest sack contests in the league because of that flat passing. You sort of expect a short pass here, but they're used to pulling the string. Let's see if they do it again and go flat. Off tackle. Pulled the string even more than we thought on this 3rd and 10. Nobody home. It's 15 yards. Shy Tuttle could not make the play. Big 3rd down call. Gets the 6 white die against Tuttle. He's up against that 4. And it's a first down to the 4-yard line. Green Bay seemed content to go take a 9-0 lead, but ends up with the first down anyway, and a chance to open it up a bit more here if they can get in the end zone. They had a first and goal at the 3 that ended in a field goal on their first possession. It's a team that's number 3 in efficiency overall in the league in red zone on offense, up against the 6th best defense in terms of the percentage. Blocking back versus the blitzing 4-3. Short pass. Debo. Guess wrong. 3-man in zone. Touchdown, I think. I'm so confused. Oh, it's 2. I'm sorry. I was a play behind. He was going for 2. I was a play behind, so he had a run for Stevenson for 4 yards, and then the 2-point conversion. So it's 14-0 Green Bay as I get my stuff together over here after the fumble on the kickoff. So now Arizona finds themselves down 2 scores. This game not going like the first game so far. Let's get a little closer look at that first game. Let's see here. And that one, Arizona opened up a 20, make it a 34-0 lead on Green Bay. And now we're seeing something closer to the opposite of that. And a correct double team on first down, but 5-yard gain on Cousins' card avoids the INT at least. Turns out with pretty productive pass. 2nd and 5. 10:30 left, second quarter. Flat pass. More. 0 is there. Short gain on the 6 white die, 11 yards. Up to the 41. Four wide. It's more Bateman on with Harrison Allen. So not the best 3rd and 4th receivers here. Long pass Deontay Harris. He's double teamed, and there's an interception on Cousins' card. Wow. Green Bay swarming. It looks like the answer may have been no. You don't always trust that. It says advance. I've seen it where I've clicked yes, and I've gotten 0 yards, and it ends up with, because I got 0 yards, advancement no. So you can't truly trust that. He may have tried to return it and gotten 0. Seems like Butch is the sort of guy who would not return an interception if he could in most situations. On a first down, it's a guessed right dreaded 5 for Stevenson. Loss of 2, 2nd and 12. 9 minutes left here in the first half. Green Bay has a 2-score lead, and that's good, but very different than a 3-score lead, where you can, it's one of the biggest differences going from 2 to 3 scores. It definitely does change some play calling. As long as you're past the first quarter, it really does. And the more the game goes on, the more it affects it. 3rd and 7 now. So if they're going to get a chance to take a 3-score lead here, they need to convert this 3rd down. Judy on the field. Joins the regular cast up against a 4-1-6. Allows, well, free safety can always move around wherever he wants to, but it's just more freedom movement back there. Long pass, Debo. Nobody's back there. Looking for the defensive card, probably, although he hit it on the offensive card last game. Must run just a yard, 4th and 6. Wasn't going to get that must run unless it was a roll 2. Defensive card would have been a much, much better opportunity, obviously, but now it's 4th and 6. 41-yard punt, a short one. Can Arizona take advantage? They can. 26 yards. We talked about the punt return unit and the kick return unit of Arizona. Been very productive so far this year. And big 26-yard return puts them in Green Bay territory here. 1st and 10, halfway through second quarter. Blocking back with the very strong guess wrong running and guess right too of Jordan Howard. Double team on Everett, incomplete. Nice defensive play calling. We've seen it a few times here on first downs. Green Bay shutting down pass attempts with correct double teams. Short pass now guessed wrong, and it's 16 yards for Everett. It's a nice gain to the 29-yard line for Arizona. They'll set up there 1st and 10. 6:36 left, second quarter. Jesse James in the backfield. Never like seeing him. Short pass. Everett is picked off. 4 men in zone. It says no on the advancement again. Do we believe that or not? And just a reminder here, folks, it's just an average D back there. They got 2 picks. So, and it's Cousin that's getting picked, not Jimmy G, against a good D. So things on their head a little bit here. Off tackle, Stevenson guessed wrong. Nobody home. Looking for yards. Gets 8. 2nd and 2 out to the 47-yard line. 5:42 left, second quarter. Blocking back formation. Linebuck, Stevenson, nobody home, guessed wrong. Just needs 2 for the first down, only gets 1, 3rd and 1. So tough roll there. Running behind a 0 center now. Makes it a little more difficult, depending on who this middle linebacker is. He's a 6, Bobby Wagner. So losing your center is important in draft leagues for sure, more important than it is in stock. Let's see how the squad adjusts here. It's interesting to see Chubb out of the game here in this 3rd and 1 spot. It's a flat pass. Guess wrong against a forward to Devontae Adams. Good opportunity here for Green Bay. Can they cash? They can. 19 yards. Up to the Arizona 33. Stevenson stays in. I didn't miss an injury, did I? No. Flat pass. Debo, guessed wrong. Another opportunity. This time just gets 3 yards. Arizona cannot be upset about that result. And a guess wrong to Debo. Find yourself in some pretty deep trouble. 2nd and 7. Blocking back formation. Stevenson staying in the game. Take a look at Chubb's carries so far. He's got a ton. He's only run 7 times, so this has to be just pure preference as opposed to managing carries for whatever reason that may be. It's a blitzing 4-3 as Green Bay creeps back into field goal range here. And it'll be an important field goal if they get it. And Stevenson's keyed. There is not a man there. And he will get 7 yards. 1st down and 10 up to the 23-yard line. Stevenson once again in the backfield. Again, the blitzing 4-3. Looking pass. Nobody home to Kelsey. It's guessed right. Blitz is coming. Should end up, I guess, right, despite the... Yeah, it did. Despite the 0 men. And it is an 8-yard gain. Kelsey's card. No fumble. 2nd and 2. Arizona 15-yard line. 2:42 now left. First half. I believe Arizona gets the ball. We'll check that here. We walked into the game with Green Bay in possession. And, no. 3 and out it was for Arizona. Wow. Well, that's huge. 2nd and 2. Looking past guessed right. They need a pick here. gets a short gain instead. That's a touchdown. Stevenson is in from 15 yards out. He gets the 7 on the short gain roll. Gets exactly what he needs. Zerline in for the extra point, and it's going to be 21-0 Green Bay. 2:24 left, first half. Cousins in at quarterback. It's so important for Green Bay to get out to a lead, force teams away from that poor running into the average instead. That's sort of what you're seeing here. You're seeing at least three first down passes in a row for Arizona. 3 yards there, 2nd and 7. And of course, with the clock the way it is, it makes sense here, I guess, anyway. I think you could certainly still run here if you wanted to with all 3 timeouts. 2nd and 7 now at the 2-minute warning from their own 36. Flat pass. Chris Moore. 2 men are there, and it's intercepted again. This time on Cousins' card, I guess like last time, or 2 times ago. And again, no return, or was there a return? It looks like there was a return to 15 yards. At least, because he was up at the 36. So now he finds himself at the 19. So he had a 19-yard return. And Green Bay has a chance to perhaps make this a sort of very different ball game in the second half. Off tackle Stevenson. He's guessed right. But Landon Dickerson makes the play anyway. 2nd and 5. That's frustrating for Mark and his Arizona Cardinals here. There's a chance when you're guessing run against this team. All those weapons out there can really destroy you. Second and 5. Looking past Debo. 6 is there. Guessed wrong. Looking for Debo's receiving card if you can get it. Doesn't get it. Goes to Jimmy's card. 18 yards. Touchdown. 27-0 Green Bay. Extra point from Zerline is good. It's 28-0. Now we're down to 1:07 left here in the half. And Arizona's got to go. Every possession matters here. Every play matters. No room for error. Very few pathways here to get back 4 scores. But they exist. Let's start right now with 1:07 left. See if you can get 3 points on the board. That would be pretty important. Long pass Chris Moore is incomplete with 2 men back. You can look for your A-YAC guys out in the flats because they have a chance to pick up a long gain out there, and they have a chance to pick up more, and they have a chance to get out of bounds and all those sort of good things. Short pass Deontay Harris, and he's covered by a 4, and the 4 makes the play. 3rd and 10. Oof. Rough roll there. McCaffrey in the backfield. You see a lot of short and long passing like this, you start to think, well, maybe the coach is just really frustrated. And justifiably so. Kickoff return fumble was rough. That last flat pass on a 2 through 4. That's Jimmy G's type of interception, not really Cousins. But Cousins is finding him. Flat pass McCaffrey. He's beautifully double teamed, and it's incomplete. Nice job by Butch. And Green Bay has a chance to get even more points on the board. Here comes the punt. It's 46 yards. Just a 1-yard return. So from their own 30, Green Bay getting the ball. I would imagine the conservative route might be the right way. Green Bay, Arizona with 3 timeouts, so they might force the issue here if they get the chance. In the backfield, is that Jamal Williams? It is. Jamal Williams. A little bit off tackle, a little bit end run so far this year. There's some off tackle. Gets 7 yards on first down. Down to 15 seconds. Looks like just a hurry-up offense by Green Bay. 3 plays left off tackle. Williams again gets 9. Ooh, boy, if that was a Nick Chubb run, what would that have been? 1st and 10 up to the 46. Medal in the half. Yes, indeed. Green Bay gets the ball here. It's 28-0. Green Bay leading Arizona, starting the third quarter. I'm going to step aside for a second while they kick off this second half. Be right back. Okay, we're back. I know we have a new game number coming across. I thought we'd find it right there. Okay, there it is. See no change up to the from just scoring up until the freeze, and still no change. It's 2nd and 4 for Green Bay from the Arizona 42. 11:06 left third quarter. Blocking back formation. Nick Chubb behind Tremble. See very few challenge Tremble's blocking back. Rating of 0. That's where you go to by default. Line looking pass, short yardage, but a 6 is there to guard against. It doesn't matter. That 6 gets downgraded in the short yardage. Goes to receiver card, as it would have on a 4 or a 5. And Travis Kelce, of course, makes the catch with his maxed out flat pass receiving card of 10 yards, 1st and 10 to the Arizona 32. Off tackle Chubb. Quisenberry makes a block. It's 2nd and 6. Flat pass, incomplete, 3rd and 6. Three wide with Judy in the ballgame. See, in this case, he leaves Judy up against the 4 and keeps Whitehead out here in this 5 without a coverage responsibility. The flat pass, guess wrong. Opportunity to get 6 yards here against the 4. Here we go. It's going to be 16. Debo to the Arizona 12. Winner of this game will face my Atlanta Falcons in the SFAL championship game. Green Bay and Atlanta face each other once. Looking pass against short yardage, 10 yards down to the 2. And Green Bay suffered a similar fate against Atlanta in their first meeting, falling down by a significant amount of points to start the game. Off tackle Stevenson. But if you're Butch coming into that, you know you can turn that around. There's a touchdown for Stevenson. It's a rout. 34-0 Green Bay on top of Arizona. 8:06 left. A big drive here in the third quarter. Got the points, got the clock to wind down. Just incredible. This Arizona team, which really dominated the action this fall, finished the game up on San Fran, but really led wire to wire. So it may have been just a game, but we're used to seeing Arizona at the top of the standings. Now we're going to get the 5 seed Atlanta Falcons, perhaps, if this score holds, against the 8 seed Green Bay Packers. And Atlanta will find themselves at home, which makes a difference. You may not see it show up in the long pass and long gain charts, but you have a little more courage to go safety blitz when you're at home, for one. Sniper scope doesn't mean as much. If they're landing it for 32 yards or whatever, 1st and 10. Arizona trying to get over the Green Bay 50-yard line here. Over midfield, and it's a guessed right run on 1st down. But Watkins couldn't make the play. His poor defense in terms of running for Green Bay has not been a problem in the playoffs. Been able to roll with it. One thing, Atlanta doesn't have that many carries. Flat pass, McCaffrey. It's a long gain, and it's a touchdown. If it holds up, it does not. McCaffrey only goes for 32 up to the 20. You saw that pop up in the last game where a receiver, Darnell Mooney, was held to his max. And the reason we do that in this league is because we want to make sure that the best receivers maintain some value versus the middle of the pack guys. So if everybody can go deep, then that sort of dilutes the value of the good receivers. We want those good receivers to stick out instead of being diluted. Off tackle to Howard, 7 yards. Jesse James, talked about him before. I just don't like him because I get the song in my head. Jesse James, that annoys me. 3rd and 5. Blocking back formation here with McCaffrey behind James. And we're gonna pay the price. Two down territory, no doubt, for Arizona here. It's a looking pass. Everett, it's almost intercepted. 4th and 5, and they decide, okay, forget this 2 down territory. Let's just not get shut out. So 35-3. Still had time to work through the shutout question, though, with just 3:54 left here in the third quarter. Plenty of time to do that, but decides to get those points now. And now needs to put together 5 possessions of touchdowns. Onside kick is recovered by Green Bay. First and 10. Cross midfield at the Arizona 49-yard line. It's a line buck to Chubb. He'll gain a yard. 2nd and 9. Chubb stays in the game here. No worries about multiple game injuries. Would not happen. It's against the rule set here, so not an issue. You'll see these guys stay in until the bitter end. It's a 9-yard gain on a 6 white die. 1st and 10 to the Arizona 39. Off tackle against short yardage. Loss of 2, 2nd and 12. You'll just see a lot of running and flat passing from this point forward. For Green Bay, no need to push the issue. Off tackle, Chubb against the pass defense. Opportunity gets 6 yards up to the Arizona 35-yard line, 3rd and 6. Green Bay finished 17th in the league in field goals made, which is down toward the bottom there, bottom 7. So part of the reason is all of his 4th down attempts. Might get the field goal kicker some work here after this 3rd and 6. It's Devontae Adams versus a 4. Just going to get 3 yards. And it's 4th and 3 from the 32. Brackets up at field goal range. We'll expect to see the kicker. We don't. Chubb stays in the ballgame. Blocking back formation versus 4-3. Line buck to Chubb needs 3 yards. Gets a short gain for 14 big ones. That'll end the third quarter. And if Green Bay scores, we'll probably bow out on this busy Sunday around here, around this house, and just let it run without commentary. Line buck to Chubb picks up 2. Second and 8. The backup center could not make the block there. Regular center wouldn't have been able to make that block either, for what it's worth. Touchdown, Nick Chubb up the gut. 41-3 Green Bay. Greg Zuerlein on for the extra point. We'll take one last look here at the box score before we head out. 406 to 114. Interceptions, turnovers are not in Arizona's favor. Obviously, everything is tilted one way at a score like this. And we will keep it running without commentary. Maybe we'll come back for interviews if we happen to catch it toward the end. Thanks, everybody. All right, we're back. It was a 42-3 final. So when we left, no other scoring occurred the rest of the way. See if anybody joins. Just give them a second here. Put the box score up. The final is going to be Green Bay traveling to Atlanta. It should be a good one. Forward to facing Butch again. In the first one, very similar to this one. You see a 48-16 win for Atlanta. Just like the last time, Butch trying to join, having some trouble. Just like the last time, you see a big lead for Green Bay's opponent getting out. Javonte Williams scored, 4 times to open the game. So, let's see if I can get Butch's set up right here. If you're ever on here, all you need to do is go to the StreamYard link. Go to StreamYard link, not YouTube link. And I just heard the sound of someone joining. So,
Anthony, how are you, sir?
Butch. Hey, Butch, doing well. How are you? Congratulations.
Thank you. I don't know.
Well, that one got out of hand fast.
Yeah, I don't even know if I should be congratulated. I just got all the breaks in that one. I really did. I mean, I made some good calls, but I also got real lucky. So.
Yeah, I mean, to win that big, some things got to go your way. It's certainly the interceptions went your way, right? I mean, those interceptions are more likely to fall on Jimmy G. It's like, both you and I have very similar quarterbacks with their interceptions, and when you get games where these better quarterbacks are throwing the picks and ours, the Atlantas and the Green Bays are not, it's very tough.
Yeah.
Very tough to beat your squad.
Yeah.
No doubt about that. But you had just very successful sort of cat and mouse. You had him guessed wrong on his defensive side, your offensive side, on 4th and 1s, 3rd and shorts. You were running when he was guessing pass. You were flat passing when he was guessing run. You were going deep so you seemed to have a good feel for what he was going to call on D.
Yeah, I think, like I said, I'm happy with the game I called. But again, the turnovers didn't hurt either. So I'm not going to complain. But yeah, I think I called a good game, and like you said, it was a good game, cat and mouse. I had some good double teams in there, and it was a fun game. Kind of payback.
Sure did, like
he beat me 40-10 in the regular season, so it was a little payback. Not that I was thinking that. I tried to turn it off.
The payback tour continues. The payback tour continues after our game, where Atlanta ran away with it. You can. Yeah.
Let's hope so. We'll see. Of course, now that you watched it, I got to come up with a whole new strategy. Yeah.
Well, I don't know. I mean, you got Chubb, you got those receivers, you got Jimmy G. It's I guess there are different pathways for you to try to take it home.
Not a lot of different ones, but we'll see what we can do.
You just want to highlight your 2 double teams. I think you had a 6-0 lead. He got the kickoff. First play, successful double team. I think he got +5 on a flat pass. But it was very good tone setter. And of course, I think he went 3 and out or 6 and out. And then you're up 13 or 14-0. He got the kickoff. First play, another successful double team called by you. 2nd and 10. Yeah. But those successful double teams on the first play of a drive can really set the tone.
Yeah, put him behind the 8 ball a little bit. So I was surprised that he didn't throw flat that often, and when he did, he didn't get the 0-minute zone on my horrible linebackers that much either. So that was a good deal. So.
Well, look. I mean, you got the poor run D, right? I mean, if you can get a lead up, then your opponent's just not going to call run as much. I mean, we'll still call it, but we're not going to call it as much, and that puts you in a favorable spot.
Yeah. It's just jumping out to a lead. That's why those first two drives, I chose to kick the field goals instead of going for it, just to get up. I wanted to get up and see if I could hang on because I knew I had the second half kick, and then the second quarter I just blew up. So that's always nice if you can get 25 and a quarter. But it was.
No doubt.
It was a decent. I mean, it was a fun game. I enjoyed it. Of course, I'm sure Mark didn't, but yeah, because he was getting some
I
bad
would agree.
rolls. He was getting some bad rolls. But
Yeah, I mean, it was
anyway,
both. Like you said, it was both. I thought you had good calls, but the picks were the bad rolls. But you deserve the win. So congratulations on that.
well, thank you, sir, and take it easy on me in the finals, okay?
We'll see what we can do schedule wise.
Yeah,
While I
and
got you here.
You know what's amazing too? I'm thinking, look at the two quarterbacks in the finals.
Yeah, thinking the
All
same
those
thing.
60 and
I was thinking,
all those 60 and $70 quarterbacks are watching on TV. We got Garoppolo and
that's
Heineke
right.
playing in the final. Yep. So
Yeah, I love it. I mean, that's great, and hopefully that brings the cost of quarterbacks down a little bit next year. It should.
I would hope
You
so.
don't.
I would hope so.
Yeah. I mean, with dump off, with Yak, you don't need a top 5 quarterback. I mean, even in autumn wind, I mean, good quarterbacks very often get to the finals. And there is no dump off, there is no Yak. I mean, there's no nothing. So here, there's even more opportunity for finding different offensive pathways to win than just paying $80 for the best quarterback. So
yeah,
I agree with you.
And that was the other thing I noticed. I forgot I was going to mention it. I definitely won the Yak battle because he was getting minuses on the Yak, and I was getting pretty good, plus 14, plus 15. So I definitely won that battle. And he was throwing to McCaffrey. McCaffrey's A or a B, I think. So, but
yeah, he's a B.
The Yak, I did win the Yak battle. But anyway, yeah, you want to try to set something up?
Yeah, how's Monday for you?
Monday would Monday, yeah, I have a game. That's tomorrow night. What time are you looking at?
Anytime kicking from 8 Eastern to 11 Eastern. Kicking.
All right, let's do 5:00 my time, 8:00 your time. How's that look?
Okay, that's perfect.
Cool.
That's perfect. We'll get
Maybe you can get Dennis to broadcast it.
I hope so. I think it's right in his wheelhouse. But maybe Michael can. I know he was open. Me and Michael were supposed to play at that time, but we decided not to because Dennis couldn't broadcast it. But Michael could. Okay. So if he's not scheduled, therefore he should be able to broadcast it. I hope.
Cool. Sounds good.
Sounds good. Thank you.
Congratulations
again.
I'll let you go.
Okay.
Enjoy your Sunday, sir.
Bye now.
Bye-bye.
You too. Thank you. Bye now. All right. That's it. We have a winner here. Green Bay won it a long time ago, really. And they advanced to face Atlanta, and we'll have our game in Atlanta tomorrow evening. Until then, thanks, everyone.
You've been watching CBS Sports coverage of the National Football League.